So DDG got me mad before my bedtime. So this man, we told you, bro. We told you. Stop sleeping around. But you ain't listen. Oh, I'm going to cuff Ruby Rose. I'm going to cuff all these thoughts. That's what you did. You cuffed all these thoughts. And you knew there were thoughts. So, you cuffed a little mermaid that you know she a thought, but, like, the world doesn't know she's a thought. She's hiding it. And you got her pregnant. That's why I be telling you guys. Wait for the Lord. The Lord tells you, bro, do not have sex. There's no point. Look at you, DDG. You thought this woman was going to be your wife. You were nutting in her, ejaculating in her, having sex, and you got her pregnant. But you didn't even marry her. So you didn't marry this woman and you thought she was going to be the one for you? You idiots. You thought this woman was going to be the one for you. I'm talking about Hailey Bailey or whatever her name is. She's outside the country in St. Lucia with your child, with Brent Fires, a freaking R&B singer that can't sing. And you complaining online to your Twitch people saying you can't see your son. You can't take your son out the country. But this woman is taking your son out the country with another man. You don't know how this man's going to treat your son. You don't know nothing. That's why I be telling you guys. You got to wait for the Lord. The Lord knows better. The Lord didn't tell you to go date Hailey Bailey and get her pregnant before marrying her. The Lord didn't tell you that. So that means you disobeyed the Lord and you went to do it your own way. And you did it your own way. Now you're reaping what you've sowed. And what you sowed is that you now have a child with a woman out of wedlock that you don't even love. You don't care about. It was good that, oh, she's famous. And now I could get a woman that's famous and she looks clean. She doesn't look like she's gotten around. For what we know. And you thought, oh, this is a keeper. I'm going to cuff her. But you find out she's just like all these thoughts. She's just like freaking Summer Walker. She's an idiot. I'm not calling the mother of your child an idiot, but I'm saying that she's acting like an idiot. She's acting like Summer Walker. A woman that doesn't want you to see a child is acting like a dummy. Let's be honest. If you want to be a good dad and she's not allowing you to be a good dad, that woman is a dummy. Summer Walker is a dummy. Summer Walker has 3 baby daddies, I think. She's a dummy. Summer Walker cannot heal. She keeps going from penises to penises. That's not how you heal, man. You heal by being alone, working through whatever you're working through, praying, fasting. That's how you work through whatever you got to work through. Not hopping from penises to penises. You go from a man that smokes weed to the man that gets drunk. It's all the same type of man. DDG, bro, nobody hates you. I think you corny. I think you're lame, but it doesn't matter. People will look at me and say I'm a lame because I believe in the Lord. And I'm not having sex. I believe in the Lord, so I'm not having sex. The Lord tells me I'm not supposed to be having sex. I'm not married. I don't want to go through what these idiots are going through. I don't want to go through what DDG is going through. I don't want to go through what DJ Academics is going through. Always disrespecting women because he keeps getting drunk and keeps messing with thoughts and keeps falling in love with thoughts. I'm not going to go through that because I'm not going to fall in love with the thoughts. Why would Jesus Christ give me a thought when I'm waiting for the Lord? I'm trusting the Lord. I'm waiting for my wife. Why would God give me a Hailey Bailey? Hailey Bailey is not worth. She can't. I'm trying to find a word. She's not in my. We're not in the same spiritual level. We're not equally yoked. She don't believe in the Lord. If she believed in the Lord, she wouldn't have had sex with DDG and got pregnant. She wouldn't be on vacation with a man she's not married to. Obviously, you know they're having sex. Bro, you don't go on a vacation with a man that you're not having sex with. It doesn't happen like that. Vacations cost a lot of money. You know she went to St. Lucia first class or in a private jet, something like that. That costs money. She stays in an expensive hotel. That costs money. Food costs money. Those outfits cost money. Renting those yachts, those boats cost money. She probably spent $30,000 on the trip, on a vacation. You think they're not having sex? DDG, you think she's not having sex with that man? I know you having sex out of wedlock right now. You're not gonna learn. You're not going to learn. You got me all upset before I'm going to bed, messing up my sleep. But I had to get this word out because I'm gonna forget in the morning. I'm not gonna make a video about this. People, you gotta listen. The Lord knows best. He created you. He tells you that you cannot control yourself if you're thinking with your penis. That means if I'm having sex out of wedlock, I can't think long term into the future about if this woman is going to be a good mother, is going to be a good provider. If I can't provide, can she use her hands? Can she work? Is she going to disrespect me if I can't work? If something happens, I can't work. Is she going to still be loyal? Is she still going to be faithful? Is she not going to go around sleeping with her trainer, with her boss? This is what you got to think about. When you're not having sex, you think about this. You could see clearly. If I was dating Hailey, I would have seen that this woman is not really... She obviously, look at her sister. Family members, especially if you have a big sister, the little sister is looking after her big sister. And we know Chloe Bailey is a thought. So do you think Hailey Bailey is not going to be a thought? She's learning from her sister. DDG. You can't have a thought sister and not be a thought. Especially if you guys are close. If they're best friends. That's what it looks like. They're best friends. They're hanging around. They're going to Africa together. They're going on vacations together as sisters. You think when Hailey Bailey's seen her sister go to that hotel room with another man, she's not going to do the same thing? Think about it, DDG. You didn't think. You were thinking with your little meats. Man. Man, they got my dog Tory in the cell getting stabbed 14 times. He getting stabbed 14 times, bro. Tory Lanez got stabbed 14 times. In the back, in the chest, in the face, in the neck, in the head. Because he was messing with her thoughts. He was messing with Megan Thee Stallion. That freaking Jezebel. He was messing with her. And God told you, do not get drunk. Do not get high. Don't have sex out of wedlock. Tory Lanez did all that. Disobeyed God. And that earned him 10 years in prison. He might lose his life before that 10 years. You get stabbed 14 times, that thing might get infected. That lung might collapse. And it did collapse. It might not heal properly. And you know jail food is not healthy, so you're not even getting proper nutrition. You're stressed 24/7, thinking who's about to kill me next. Man, all this could have been avoided. Tory, I really love Tory, bro. I don't know this man, but I think he's cool. I don't worship celebrities, but I have a connection with Tory. I don't even know this man, but I feel like he's a genuine dude. He's a good guy. He looks like a decent guy to me. I don't know him personally, but from what I've seen, he seemed like a good dude to me. But he just let the fame and that money mess him up. He couldn't control his penis. That is what led him to 10 years in prison. Messing with Megan Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion doesn't attract me. She's a thought. Thoughts do not attract me. People, you gotta wise up. Thoughts should not attract you. Should not be attractive to you. Shannon Sharp, that white woman shouldn't have been attracted to you. She's a sex worker. People, you gotta listen to the Lord. He knows better. And I can't fail. Me, I can't fail. No Jezebel could get me. If I'm listening to the Lord, I can't fail. If I'm listening to the Lord, I'm not gonna have sex with an OnlyFans person. I'm not gonna have sex with no woman until I'm married. I could avoid all that. You know how easy it is to avoid sex workers? Man. Hopefully, man, prayers out for that boy, Tory. Hopefully you heal, bro. But you got yourself in that situation. And it's not gonna be easy, bro. It's not gonna be easy because the Lord tells you, do not get yourself in prison because he can't help you. Once you're in prison, you're in prison.